Salamun, Salamun. Welcome to lecture 51. And the title of this lecture is Biblical Safa Marwa versus Quranic Safa Marwa. So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This Quranic constitution is a source of your intensive development and as well as gradual, lasting, sustained program for you. So it does not mean Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'm starting with the name of Allah. Because the word Bism does not mean ism. Its root is Bay Sin Mim. Tabassum, laughing, smile. The immunity should smile that you have a constitution which is your source of development for gradual as well as for intensive for the coming generation. So, biblical translation of the Bible, as mentioned, what we are doing now, it is from Bible. Our religious people, Iranian or Arabs, they make this fabrication. So in Genesis, New Revised Version, old is also worse than this, but now they are revising. These are the number 15, 6, 21, 3, 6, 8, 9. Would you believe this Bible? They also copy this version, the surah number from the Quran. So they copy from the Quran. How they twisted the Safa Marwa verses, which is a very eminent, exalted verses of the Quran, I will show you now. So in the Bible, it's a short-term game and it's too much, dirtiness over there. I don't want to talk about that because Ibrahim was an exalted personality. Sarah was the wife of Ibrahim and she was unable to have children. It is according to Bible. They were both on the verge of becoming too old. Sarah chose to give her servant Hagar to Ibrahim so that Sarah could have a child through her. So this Hagar or Hajra, she was a Egyptian slave of the Sarah. So she was a slave girl of Sarah. So how they fabricated all these things? Hagar bore Ibrahim a son. Yeah. Sarah chose to give her servant Hagar to Ibrahim. She decided that I cannot reprocreate, so he should use Hagar. So that Sarah could have a child through her. This is the Bible, how they fabricated the story. Hagar bore Ibrahim a son when Ibrahim was 86 years old. And he put his name Ismail. So they took this name from Quran and put in the Bible. So this is all, Judaism. They did it. The Jew gave these two religions, Christian and Islam. It is their gift. Because Quran is not a religion. After the birth of Ismail, Sarah Sarah conceived and bore Ibrahim, a son named Ishaq, at the age of 100. So first of all, they fabricate Ismail, then they fabricate Ishaq. At the age of 100, he had a son named Ishaq. Sarah eventually dealt harshly with Hagar and asked Ibrahim to cast out this slave woman with her son, because the son of the slave woman shall not inherit along with my son Ishaq. So what Ibrahim did, one day early in the morning, Ibrahim brought Hagar and Ismail out together. Ibrahim gave Hagar bread and water, then sent him into the desert. She and her son wandered aimlessly until their water was completely consumed. In a moment of despair, she was running here and there. Now the Muslims are also running. So she was running. Why the men are running here and there? She burst into tears. God heard her and her son crying and came to rescue them. The angel opened Hajra's eyes and she saw a well of water. So this is how we have now this Zamzam water. It is given by them. That is a holy water. It's a miracle. And that stupid Muslim, they don't know this water is coming from the Taif, hilly area. There are, and Hamish, Masjid, they are also arranged. And this is the lowest place, you know. Zamzam in the lowest part of the earth. So now you have a Zamzam and you have this Safa Marwa, what is, from this story. It has nothing to do with the Quran. But now our priesthood, Imam Tabri and all the writer of Hadith and all other, religious people, they came forward to justify this. Islamic priesthood believed of Safa. The writer of Hadith, Fiqh tradition, Zoroastrian Iranian translator of the Quran, and the contemporary interpreters of the Quran made this biblical account part of the Quran education by fabricating below mentioned things. And they also twisted the translation of the Quran to support the biblical idea or belief of Safa Marwa. So the Quranic narrative is slightly different from the biblical account and run as follows. So they translate from the Quran. So they try to put this, or to mix it with the Quran. It is Allah alone who commanded Ibrahim to take Hajra and Ismail to the desert. So now they put the belief in Allah. So it means they are the Zoroastrian. Later, Makkah. So that desert, where according to the Bible, he left Hajra and Ismail. So this is now Makkah. And leave them there. Due to the shortage of water in desert, it did not take long for both mother and son to suffer from a great thirst, and so Hagra ran between hills of Safa and Marwa. They did not put the Safa and Marwa, but they added this word Safa and Marwa. They supported, and further support, they put this name Safa and Marwa. And all the Muslims, they do not think what is the meaning of Safa Marwa. They should concentrate that. This Arabic word. in search of water for her son. Of the seventh run between the two hills, an angel appeared before her. And Bible stated that it's a miracle. Here they are saying angel. He helped her and said that God heard Ismail cry and would provide them with water, and Hagra found the sacred Zamzam well. How this is a religion they make it is sacred water, holy water. How it was. This is the fabrication of the Bible. And Islamic priesthood, they did it. All over, this Islam, it is all Bible, Zoroastrian, their Islam, religion Islam, because Quran is not a religion. So Ibrahim firstborn son through Hagra, they are also supporting that, become the originator of the Ismailis. That is why Akhani, they call themselves Ismailis, generally taken to be the Arabs. And all the Arabs are saying, we are the offspring of Ismail. And the Jews are saying, we are the offspring of Ishaq. And both are saying that, they were the son of Ibrahim, but the Quran doesn't speak that at all about this. Quran says they were the leader working under the leadership of Ibrahim in different area, not in Makkah. Comments. In the Quran, Hajra and Sarah names are not available. Finish. The Quran does not mention that Sarah had given her slave Hagar to Ibrahim so that he could have a child through her. So this is the Bible. In the Quran, it is not mentioned that Ibrahim had two sons, Ismail from slave girl and Ishaq from his wife Sarah. Nothing. The Quran has mentioned that Ismail and Ishaq were not the sons of Ibrahim, the two great messengers working with their most honorable supreme leader Ibrahim. The Quran does not mention any fountain or sacred Zamzam well. This Zamzam water is highly saltish. Now they are mixing 50-50 because it is a shortage because of they built the five-star hotel, they blast of this ecosystem. So now this water is half gush away somewhere else. And now they are mixing with the RO plant they have. That hardness is zero. So they are mixing 50-50. So when I tested this water, this hardness was 1400 TDS. It is a highly saltish water. Okay, that is another subject. We will talk that. The Quran doesn't mention any fountain or sacred Zamzam well. This spring is over there from millions of years. Go and check the carbon dating. And its water is coming from the raining hilly areas of Taif, height this month 6,150, and Khamis Mashid, height 6,000. So I lived over there 40 years. I know all this area. I used to go over there for my business. So this is the situation. This water is coming from there. And how it was polluted, I have all the, research. I did it when I was staying over there. So how this has become the holy water for you? Name of Makkah city has been not mentioned in the Quran. Makkah means destruction, bloodshed. I have given in one of my lectures this all detail. The Quran does not mention that Safa and Marwa are two sacred hills. This sacred hill, it is a part of every religion. Moses went to the hell. mountain. Muhammad went to the mountain. Ram was born in the mountain. Holy water is everywhere. Holy book, holy water, holy mountain. This is a religion. So there are, why these two sacred hills? There are countless hills in this world, including the highest amount of Himalaya. Why they did not declare that is a sacred hill? But the Quran does not point out the name of any hill. Nothing like that. Iranian imams and Islamic priesthood insulted Ibrahim by giving this impression that he had slept with a slave girl of his wife to have child. This is Bible insulting all the messenger. Our hadiths are also insulting. I will give a separate lecture on the personality of Ibrahim. You will see what type of personality he was. The Quran says he is the Imam, pioneer, leader of the humanity. They also humiliated honorable messenger Ismail, giving the thought that he was the illegitimate offspring of a slave girl, because Hajra was the slave of the. In Jews, this is a problem. They have problem of race. We are a chosen race. Aghani followers call themselves Ismaili or Ismaili. So they borrow this name from Ismail. This is another serious offense against the education of the Quran, because Allah has declared, do not divide the humanity based on religion or nationality. So now they made a sect in the name of Ismail. What a tragedy. And in Ismaili, woman cannot become the Imam. So much discrimination. According to the Bible, Ibrahim's firstborn son through Hagra became the originator of Ismailis. This is also Bible, generally taken to be Arabs. According to the Islamic priesthood, Muhammad was from the offspring of Ismail, therefore he was from a slave girl. So they prove it that Muhammad, your prophet, is illegitimate. This is how Islamic Iranian priesthood fabrication has humiliated Muhammad. By inventing these kind of serious conspiracy, the Islamic priesthood insulted Ibrahim, Ismail, Ishaq, and Muhammad. Iranian imams and Islamic priesthood fabrication of Safa Marwa and sacred Zamzam well has destroyed the whole ship of Muslim Ummah into deep and dark ocean of ignorance. And there is no hope that the ignorant nation will come out from the darkness of the worries, uncertainty, sorrowness, grief, fear, economic and technology servitude from the other and advanced nation. So this is the problem we have. This is the problem. We are living in the darkness, and there is no ray of hope, because it is coming from forefathers. And all our mosques, all our religious leaders, they are strengthening him. They are making the propaganda, and the innocent people they are following it. Now the Quranic concept of Safa. Look, I give you Bible, I give you religion of Islam, Safa Marwa concept, and I will now submit you Quranic concept of Safa Marwa. Islamic religious scholar hatched the conspiracy of Safa Marwa and Zamzam well water by using biblical narration of Hajra and Sarah to support their plot. First, they corrupted the interpretation of the 2158. This is the only verse in the entire Quran where you will find the word Safa and Marwa. So they corrupted that translation also. First of all, biblical literature, they borrowed it, they corrupted it. Then these people came, they corrupted. Now, what they did, they also twisted the translation of the Quran. And then established the edific building of the ritual of Safa, Marwa, and Zamzam water to weaken the economy of the Muslims. This Safa, Marwa, or the Hajj or the Umrah, it has destroyed the economy of the Islamic countries because billions of dollars going to the non-Muslim country, according to them, non-Muslim. I'm not saying because Quran says Muslim means that person, whatever the nationality he has, who work for the peace and prosperity and remove the evils and corruption from the society is a Muslim. Now I'll give you the possible correct translation of the verse run as follows. Al Safa Marwa, Inna Safa Marwa Sha'ar فمن حج البيت أو تامر فلا جناه عليه إلا يطوف بهما ومن تو عن خير فإن الله شاكر عليم. Now, first of all, attentively listen. Safa, what is Safa? It signifies clarity, transparency, and purity in contrast to the turbidity or murkiness of the. You know, there is a water mixed with turbidity or suspending particle. It is opposite to that, the pure water. So this Safa means purity of mind. It was become cloudless or free from any particle of cloud. When the sky is open, there is no cloud, then they call it Safa, clean. And Saf, we are using this word in Urdu, in Persian, clean, limpid or pure, free from turbulence, a clear part, the best portion, the best choice, or selecting someone in performance to another. They give the name Safa hilly area. What Quran is saying, what the Arabic language is over here. Then Safahu, he cleared or clarified or purified wine or beverage, or acted towards him by sincerity, purity of mind, or sincerity of love and affection. This is Safa. What you are doing over there? This is Safa. There is no hill over there. And do you think the Quran will ask you to, go and make 7, the circle or travel 7 times between Safa? Quran is not like that. Okay. Now Safa, tranquility of life and the mind, freedom from trouble. Safwan, smooth and clean mountain or stone or broad rock which has been cleaned by the rain. From here, the biblical people corrupted the translation. They make this Safa mountain. But it means that any stone, any rock which is clean, there are so many rocks, they are very clean, a small rain clean them, so that is also Safwan. And the people in Lebanon, in Palestine, in Syria, they put the name Safwan, well-known name. Safa, he acted towards him with purity and sincerity of mind, distinguishing someone exclusively with respect to others. So this is the meaning of Safa. I brought only these mean. There are some other meanings too. Al Marwa. Al Marwa means the food become wholesome, excellent food, are approved in the result. Imratun, an excellent and perfect woman, beautiful. Marwatun, signify manhood, beautiful, handsome man, are mainly perfection or self-discipline from thing unlawful or in chastity of manner or preserver of good manners. So this is the meaning of Marwa. Now Shair Allah. Shair means it signifies he knew. He had a knowledge of it, or he was knowing of it. He understood it. He perceived it by means of any his senses, or poetry, or hair, or wool, or so this is the meaning of Safa, Marwa, and Shair. There is a no hill at all. In Arabic literature, Safwan is also known that rock or that stone which is a clean. But Marwa does not mean that. Now let me give you Yusuf Ali first. Behold, Safa and Marwa are among the symbol of Allah. What about Amalia? What about other mountain all over the world? Beautiful mountain. What about them? They are not the symbol of Allah. So if those who visit the house in the season are where is the house over here? Should compass them round, it is no sin to them. So this translation they did it, it's a very confusing. And now our Muslim Ummah, it's not a Ummah, it's a Chumma. They are kissing each other. If you go to Arab, they are kissing each other, but they are deadly against each other. They have been divided into different countries. There is a fight now. There was a fight between Yemen. They attack Yemen. So let me give you the possible best translation. Certainly, transparency of mind al safa, cleaning, transparency. The cleaning of mind is the best thing. It gives you peace and prosperity. And perfection in manners or in chastity in conduct. Your character, eminent character, lofty character, marwa. So these two things Quran is saying. It builds the human personality. Cleaning in mind and chastity in your perfection in your mind are cognate from Allah's law. So this is the symbol of Allah. If you use reasoning, if you're thinking this shair, in Urdu they call shawra, the poet, from the same word. And there is no harm. Whoever debate or discuss. And this Yusuf Ali put visit the house of Allah. Debate or discuss. To discuss about the various affairs anywhere based on the Quranic principle is known as Hajj. So the Quran is saying these two things. You have in your mind, then start discussing the problem. You will solve them. The mouth and manners, al-bayt, Quranic mouth and manner. In the light of Quranic principle, for enjoyable and prosperous life. This is the meaning of Atamar, Umrah. It does not mean that you wear sexy dress, aram. No, Umrah does not mean that. Umrah means when you have prosperity in your life, your economy is good, your justice system is good, and then everybody, that society, you know, life will prolong, or that family, Atamar, and become the watchman or caretaker of both. What both Safa and Marwa, two characteristics of the human personality. The Quran is saying, watch it. Yatawafu does not mean that you make the tawaf. Yatawafu means also watch it. Behuma, both. You should respect. What you should respect? Transparency of your mind and chastity manners of your mind. Yatawafu behuma, both. And whoever abide wholeheartedly, tauta, it is not what they are giving obeyed Allah. No. Obeyed is the wrong translation. Tatawa means, I'll give you an example. Voluntarily you accept anything. Just like there is a ripened fruit, date, or any food, you touch it, it comes in your hand. You don't have to put force to take it. That is the tatawa. With the hardness of mind, wholeheartedly, with your mind, when you are satisfied, then certainly Allah's law, final law, certainly will give bountiful result in the form of prosperity, blessing, generous, nobility, eminence, and liberty. Khair. There are so many other meaning of this, but I brought only khair. Khair means nobility, generosity, eminence. No, whole 57 country, they are humiliation, degradation, they are slave, they are fighting each other. It is because of the Zumrah, the Hajj, and the 5 time prayer, and all other mumbo jumbo you are doing. You cannot become a generous or noble or eminent nation until and until you will not leave all these rituals, which is given by the, you know, uh, non-Quranic resources, as a acknowledgement of your utmost struggle. Shakirun Alim. Shakir, that goat which gives a lot of milk, abundance of result. So this is the meaning of Safa and Marwa. It is not any hell, it is all biblical. And you know, our hadith writer, even all the Arabs, they are following, oh, Ibrahim, we are the offspring of Ibrahim. And Jews are saying that we are the offspring of Ishaq. They divided. Quran does not accept any Jew or Sunni Muslim or this one. We are all one nation on this planet. So the Quran asks us the following question: Afalat itadabbarun al-Quran. What I have given to you, you go, you make your research yourself. Tadabbarun. Then Quran says, Afalat taqilun. Why you do not ponder upon the Quran, or why you do not use your God-gifted wisdom to understand the Quran? Why you are not using your innate wisdom? Why you are not using your natural wisdom is a gift of the God? Use it and get out from this all this darkness. Then afla tatafakkarun. Why do you not use your unlimited power of thinking to understand the Quran? Then a very good suggestion. وَلَا تَكَفْ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِعِلْمٍ إِنَّ السَّمِيعُ وَالْبَصَرُ وَالْفُؤَادُ كُلُّ أُولَٰئِكَ كَانَ عَنْهُ مَسْئُولًا. And do not pursue وَلَا تَكَفْ that of which you have no knowledge. You are following the Safa and Marwa. And you don't know the meaning of this word Safa Marwa. So that is Quran saying, stop it. Go first, get the knowledge. Okay? I have given you whatever I know. So now you make a research. Quran is with you. Indeed, your perception of understanding or faculty of hearing and faculty of sight or vision are firm belief. When you think, they will give you firm belief. And the agitation or commission or burning or roasting or sickness or obsession or intelligence or sharpness of the mind. When mind will start thinking, then you become the right person. All your managers, these are our five creative senses, they are our managers. They control us. And they will be questioned. It is a question already. Now this Muslim Ummah, finished. Slave, dusty, poor, poverty, slavery everywhere. Even though they have the resources. But these resources are being used by others and they're just their manager. So this is Safa Marwa. Please stop going over there. It's all biblical literature. It has nothing to do with the Quran. Thank you very much.